Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I want to tell you guys a story, personal story about something that happened to me in 2008 to 2010 and an opportunity that I missed out on, and it really bummed me out. So we're going to start. A buddy of mine built an amazing commercial building. It was amazing. One of the finest commercial buildings in the county. And he did a great job. It just blew my mind. And it was built right before the Great Recession. Well, when the Great Recession happened, it wasn't his building. He built it and handed it over to the owner. The owner paid him and he left. And the owner ended up losing the property. And I remember talking with the owner and trying to come up with solutions because during the Great Recession, everybody was losing everything. Sales were falling off of a cliff. Interest rates were changing. There was just so much confusion with the mortgage-backed security debacle and all that stuff. And, we weren't able to help him. We were trying to figure out using our wit and knowledge of the markets and loans to try and solve something. But the facts are the facts. The bank knew they could take it. They knew they could sell it for a little bit more that was owed, and they took it. The sad thing is that property went for, essentially, to be able to buy that property immediately from the bank was around $2 million. And it just crushed me because I knew right then and there, I knew I had a $4 million property on my hand. The problem is, even though I knew about the recession, I was only so big. And I was selling all my homes in 2006, got out, and I had a little bit of money, but I didn't have $2 million to cough up to buy something. And it's one of those, you got to pay cash. You just got to buy, and because there's nobody who's going to loan me $2 million in that network, in that economy back then, based off of what I was making. I wasn't going to be able to get it by myself. Tried to put together a few partners, but the problem was the partners, one of them being my buddy that built the property, he wanted it as well. We could not get it together. And I swore after that day, to give you an idea, today that property is worth about $20 million. Okay, so it's 10x'd. And that'd be a great profit over the last, 12 years, 13 years? The thing is that I swore to myself and to my friend, I said, I will never, ever not be ready again. And I tell people all the time, we're getting ready for this next cycle. And real estate cycles happen all the time. They happen in 2008, 2001. There was a big switch in sentiment when the Fed dropped interest rates because of the dot-com crash. There was a real estate knockdown in 94 when the Fed added, I don't know how many it was, 3 or 4 points to all new construction loans to cool down the market. There was 1987, 1980. It's weird because you look back on those dates, you're like, whoa, what Ninja, those are about seven years apart, 7 to 10 years. That's right, it's a normal real estate cycle. People say, oh, look, it does this. Well, yeah, see all those little bing, 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 up and down? It was 7 to 10 years. I don't know what to tell you. So I want to take advantage of these, right? I told them we will be ready next time. Well, a couple people on here have asked me, well, what do you do to get ready? I said, well, one thing is you protect your credit score. That is the number one thing you do. Don't get yourself into too much debt and not pay it. All right? Facts are facts. Be responsible. Number 2, have some money ready. Don't be so far in debt to where you can't go and ask for a loan, and then because your smoking deals come up and they go, okay, well, do you have a down payment? Oh, no. So have some money ready. And then number 3, don't go crazy. There's going to be, when there's opportunities, in 2009, there was so much distress, so much blood in the streets. You could walk in and literally go to a bank and say, let me see your foreclosure list. I will take over payments. And if not, if there are banks that are like, no, we don't do that. There were lending institutions that if you had a good credit score and the ability to pay, dude, done. Here, it's yours, because we can't even find anybody with a good credit score because everyone's credit score has been completely wrecked because they got themselves into these negative amortization loans and things they shouldn't have done. That is the truth. There's a lot of people going, we were screwed. We're victims. No, you're not. Everyone can read. If you can't read a loan document, you shouldn't be getting the loan. That's the facts. I've talked to a lot of escrow officers that go, man, I never see people read the loans. You're one of the only people. I'm like, well, after a while I can graze through and I know the points because it's a legal document. It has to fit into certain, it has to be written a certain way. But my point is I have to make sure every T is crossed, every I is dotted. That there's not some hidden fee in there or some little loophole. And I always ask, is there no prepayment penalty? It sounds funny, like, yeah, that's a given. You're like, until the day that it isn't. That's my point though. You want to actually make sure of what you're getting yourself into. So I hope you guys got something from that, because I know you guys did, because it's just logic. And the facts are, there's not a lot of logic in the world right now, especially when it comes to investing. When you see, stock market crazy going up, the cryptos are smoking up. Not that I'm saying it shouldn't. I know they're going to keep going up. That's not financial advice, of course. My point being is that when you see all this stuff and all this euphoria, there's a day where the band stops. And just so you know, you can't even compare crypto to stocks. This is a new technology and it's super small. It's like a micro cap of when it's, in relation to currencies. So, okay, guys, hope you guys got something out of that. Thank you so much for all the new subscribers. Please, if you don't mind, hit that like, that thumbs up button. It helps me out. And I hope you guys all have a great day. We'll see you later. Economic Ninja is out.